What you see right here is a political map. You've seen a lot of these this year, but this isn't the typical road to the White House map you see these days on cable TV. This is something different. The makers of this map are hoping this shows a way to victory for progressives in down-ballot races across the country. They're hoping for new seats in state legislatures, new progressive mayors, even new seats on school boards, right down the line to the bottom of the ballot. This map was tweeted out by Vermont Senator and liberal hero Bernie Sanders last night. And all those dots on the map, those are the 2,300 plus house parties that are planned for tomorrow night when they are officially going to launch Bernie Sanders' new organization, which he's calling Our Revolution. Senator Sanders announced Our Revolution was going to be formed last month. He made that announcement after he endorsed Hillary Clinton for president, but before he spoke at the Democratic convention. And the idea of Our Revolution was that, yes, Senator Sanders was getting out of the presidential race by necessity, but the legacy of his run would continue. He would hit the ground running with this new thing, Our Revolution, which would recruit and train and fund progressive candidates all over the country, everywhere, 50 states, and all the way to the bottom of the ballot. Now, it was announced last month. The big official kickoff is tomorrow night with the house parties and the live-streamed speech by Bernie Sanders. But tonight, with less than 24 hours to go until that big kickoff, the reports from Bernie Sanders' new organization are not good. Quote, Bernie Sanders' new group is already in turmoil. This headline, Bernie Sanders' new group hits major trouble on the launch pad. Or this one from BuzzFeed, Sanders brings in former manager to run new group, comma, staffers quit. 8 staffers, more than half of the entire original crew of staffers, apparently quit en masse over the weekend. They reportedly resigned all at once in protest after Bernie Sanders' campaign manager from the presidential run, Jeff Weaver, was brought in to run things at Our Revolution. Several staffers tell NBC News they'd been assured personally by Senator Sanders that Jeff Weaver wouldn't be running the new effort. The staffers told NBC that they believe Our Revolution should run on small donations like the Sanders campaign did. And they were upset that Jeff Weaver also wanted to solicit big checks from billionaires. Now, for context on that, consider where they're at with this overall idea thus far. Last week on a conference call with Democratic Party officials, Jeff Weaver made an appearance on that call. And he reportedly said that since Bernie Sanders announced Our Revolution last month, the group had already raised nearly $300,000 for liberal Democratic down-ballot and congressional candidates. $300,000, which is impressive, unless you're the Bernie Sanders operation, which in the primary raised over $228 million. Now you're going to run races all over the country, up and down every ballot, with $300,000? That's enough to buy every progressive candidate in the country a corn dog and a beer, maybe, if it's cheap beer. And then we got this view today from the trenches in that Florida Democratic primary, where a candidate endorsed by Bernie Sanders is challenging the outgoing chair of the Democratic Party, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, for her House seat. That Democratic primary is a week from today. And the challenger, Tim Canova, is currently trailing in the polls by double digits. Well, today, Tim Canova said that despite Bernie Sanders holding him up as the poster boy for his Our Revolution movement for this down-ballot effort, actual help from Senator Sanders or his outfit has been kind of slow in materializing.
We need all the help we can get. Look, when Bernie endorsed me, he called me up, gave me his number and said, stay in touch and please call. And I have, and I'm waiting for Bernie to return my call. So, we are hoping that the Sanders campaign does still come through, that Bernie comes through and makes an appearance for us, or at the very least helps us raise some more money during such a critical period down the home stretch. And that is our hope.
Tim Canova, running against Debbie Wasserman Schultz, says he is thankful for the Bernie Sanders endorsement, but also he would really like a visit to help with the campaign or some money. So on the one hand, we've got, one of the hugest stories of 2016, right? Bernie-mentum, the evident yearning of thousands and thousands and thousands of people to keep it going. On the other hand, over half the staff for the new operation just quit, and its highest profile supported candidate says he's actually not getting any help at all and can't even get a call back. what's going on with the Senator Bernie Sanders revolution.